Right, so for the first exercise is to get that core and the hernia to really start pulling in. You're lying on the floor with your feet hip width apart. We take a deep breath in. We breathe out, we pull the belly in, and that presses the back into the floor. Now squeeze up your pelvic floor. Now hold your out breath and suck your belly in from there. And then release. You're going to need to breathe in for that. Have a little rest, and then we repeat and repeat. So let's do that 4 more times. Deep breath in. Breathe out, pull the belly in, squeeze the pelvic floor up, press the back into the floor, hold your out breath, and then suck your belly in from there. And release. And you should feel lots of muscles really internally start to connect. Deep breath in. Breathe out, squeeze the belly in, squeeze the pelvic floor, press the back into the floor, and now when you've fully breathed out there, suck the belly in. Squeeze up your pelvic floor more, and release. Breathe. Breathe in deep, breathe out, squeeze the belly in, squeeze up the pelvic floor. So you're holding that there, and then suck the belly in from there. And release. One more. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Squeeze the belly in. Back presses into the floor. Squeeze up your pelvic floor. Hold that out breath, and then suck the belly in from there. And hold for as long as you can. And then release and relax.
Really
So
feel
that's
that.
something you can do anytime you find yourself lying down, maybe going to bed, on a regular basis, because it really, really strengthens you internally. Right, so let's come and stand with our legs hip width apart, a little bit wider there, toes pointed outwards. Bring your bands behind the back out to the side. Squeeze the belly in and tuck your tailbone under. As you exhale, come down. 1, again, 2, again. Breathe out, breathe in, again, and 5, and 6, and you're looking good. Try not to lean forwards too much. Keep the spine nice and tall. Good. 8, 7, tailbone under. You should not be feeling this in your knee. 3, in actual fact it should be strengthening the back of your knee. And we'll go double time, about halfway down. Here we go. 1, smaller with the arms. 2, 3, keep the elbows up high. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, squeeze the belly in, squeeze the waist in, tuck the tailbone under, especially feeling you're pulling that area where the hernia is, right in and lengthening. And breathe. Keeping the feet pushing down. What we want to do is work you so we're not being pansy like in the other class. Keep your elbows higher. Elbows even higher, up by your shoulders. Bring the elbows together more rather than the hands. Yes, you can really feel it now. And release and relax. Give yourself a little loosen off. You can hold that band behind you like this and stretch like that. And breathe. Now we're going to the waist. So squeeze the belly in, pelvic floor, legs out wide. Over to one side. 1, and center. 2, and center. 3, and center. 4, again. So we're doing these as a warm-up first. Again. 7 and 8 more. Here we go. 8 and 7 and When you do it, keep your arm back behind your head and your ear so it gets into the waist more. That's correct. 2 more. 2 and 1. Take your arms out. Now you really need that tight core now with the tailbone tucked under. And then over to one side slowly. Squeeze the waist to bring you up like a concertina there. Over to the other side slowly. And squeeze the waist to bring you up like a concertina. Again, over, squeeze, and coming up. Well done. Over, squeeze, and coming up. Over. Think about your top waist to squeeze you coming up. So that's doing all of the work. We don't feel it in the back, we feel it in the waist more than anything. 2 more. And squeeze to lift. And 1 more. And squeeze to lift and release. Let's get you down on the floor, on your back, on your mats. Right, so get that band behind your armpits, lying down on the floor. You know what to do there. And we're going to start with our feet bent, knees on the floor. As we breathe out, elbows out to the side first, like a chest press. Push one leg up and the arms, pull your belly down into the floor and release. Do the other leg now. Exhale, push, squeeze the belly down, flattening the back as much as you can into the floor and release. Again, other leg, squeeze the belly, squeeze the pelvic floor, the back flattens as much as possible. You feel the abs doing the work and release. Other leg, squeeze and lift, lengthen, pull the belly in, lengthen through the spine, even at the neck, and release. Breathe out, squeeze and lift, push in, and release. Other leg, squeeze. You're thinking of the core, lengthening the legs, lengthening the arms. Now we're going to lift the head and shoulders. As we lift the leg, we lift the head and shoulders too, pressing the back in. You can feel it more there. And release. Through the other side, other leg, squeeze, lift, hold. Pull up your pelvic floor and release. Breathe out, squeeze, lift, hold, pulling up the pelvic floor and release. Change, squeeze, lift, pull up the pelvic floor and release. Breathe out as you lift, squeezing 1 more round here and release. And change the leg, last one there, squeeze, lift. Now keep your head on the floor for the next set, but lift your legs and your arms. Squeeze your belly down. Can you lift your tailbone too? Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and release the feet down. Again. Feet and arms, head still on the floor, lift your tailbone more, pressing your back into the floor and release. Arms and legs, head on the floor, lift the tailbone, squeeze the belly, the pelvic floor, the bottom and release. Squeeze and lift so you can feel how this is really strengthening you through the core. Your bottom should be firm. And release. 2 more like this. Squeeze the core down, lengthening through the legs, through the arms. And release. 1 more like this. Squeezing down, flatten the back into the floor, bottom connected, tailbone lifted, release. Now this round, finally, lift the head and shoulders too. So we're lifting the arms, the legs, the head and shoulders, and you feel that's different again. Holding, 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 and release. As you breathe out, lift head, shoulders, lift arms, legs, lift the tailbone if you can, press the lower back into the floor, and release. Again, breathe out, squeeze, lift, hold, and release. Again, breathe out, squeeze, lift, hold. Tailbone lifts if you can. And release. 2 more, nearly there. Squeeze, lift, hold. And release. Last one, squeeze, lift, hold. I'm sure you can feel that working you now. And release. Take it up and hold. Last time, I know I said it was last time before, but I tricked you. Take your arms forwards a little bit on a slant and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to move the legs, only make very small movements and control the muscles in the belly. Breathe out as you come forwards, it's very small, bottom still squeezing, and release. Relax. Hold your legs, roll over your back and massage over your back, noticing the back relax as you do so. So for the next one, you're going to take your band lying down on the floor, but with your arms shoulder width apart. Pull the arms open and pull the shoulders away from the ears. So the arms are always stretching as you bring your arms above your head on the floor now. Knees bent, feet on the floor. As you exhale, keep your head down, but bring the knees up and bring the band to meet the shin area. And as you breathe in, bring it down again. So we're going to do 10. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. What I want you to feel is this back flattened into the floor as much as possible, even when you put your feet down. When you squeeze your bottom and your thighs, and you breathe out, squeeze, release, inhale, lengthen throughout, squeeze, release, inhale, breathe out, squeeze, release, inhale. 2 more. You're going to feel it much more as we start lifting the upper body in a moment. 1 more like this with the head on the floor, or on your pillow actually, and through. Now we're going to lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders and the legs. Inhale. As you lift there, lift your chin in towards your throat. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Inhale. Always making sure you pull that belly in before you lift. Inhale. This should not be straining your spine at all. Inhale. Again. Inhale. 2 more. Move with your breath. Strong out breath there. Inhale. 1 more time. Exhale. Squeeze, lift. Hold it there. Squeeze. And now pulse your upper body, keeping the legs fixed. 1. It's a very small movement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tuck the chin into the throat so the back of the neck lengthens. Give me another 10, I reckon. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. You can roll your knees from side to side, arms out to the side. Roll your head to the opposite side of your knees, rolling your back into the floor, and being aware that you're relaxing all of the muscles again. So for the next one, take your legs out wide, so your feet are near the outer edge of the mat. You obviously squeeze the belly, bottom, pelvic floor and come up. Now I'm going to punch to the opposite knee. Breathe out, breathe out. Keep your knees open. 5, 6. Squeeze up your pelvic floor. Flatten your lower back down into the floor as much as you can. Keep breathing. 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So you can feel it in the obliques more here. 2, another set. Now if it aches your neck, keep your chin tucked in so the back of the neck is lengthened. You're not hanging the neck open. Again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Breathing out as you come through. One more set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Squeeze up that pelvic floor. 3, 2, and release. Lay your head down for a moment. Bring your legs up off the floor with the knees bent and press your knees together. Lift your head and shoulders again. Trying to keep your legs fixed. Go to the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pull up your pelvic floor. Again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release and relax. Head down on the floor, arms out to the side. Roll your knees to the opposite side of your head again to relax your back. So always relax before you move off to your next set. So now tying the band around your knees, just above your knees. Pull it, knot it, 1 knot and 1 bow. Now, we hold the corners of the mat, so your head has to come just below the mat. Make sure that you're picking your head up in a comfortable place there. Elbows forwards, pull up to the sky and then through. Now with your feet open and your knees together. As we come up, we open out the legs, press the back down into the floor, elbows forwards, and we breathe in and we close, the legs go down. Good, let's do that again. Exhale, come up, fold, 8, 7, 6, pressing the back down, pulling up the pelvic floor, 2, and release, again. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release, again. And 8, 7, pull up your pelvic floor, 4, 3, 2, again. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again. 4 more like this. 8, 7, 6. Keep pressing that back down, pulling up your pelvic floor, and release again. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more times. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, or 1 more time. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 3 counts. Here we go. Up. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. 4 more like this. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Hold it up there. Legs open, and now pulse the upper body. 1, 2. Pulsing your legs as well if you want to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another set. 10. Or you can hold your legs still if you want to feel it more in your abs. 6. Breathe out each time you come forwards. Last set. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Well done. Release. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug onto your legs and roll from elbow to elbow until you feel relaxed, to then carry on. So for the next one, working on the buttocks and the back of the thigh a little bit, because that all supports your back. Fingers facing outwards, feet wide now. Squeeze the belly bottom pelvic floor, lift your tailbone first, and then once you've lifted up, make sure your heels are underneath your knee. Now we're squeezing up, squeeze right up into the bum and thighs and release nearly all the way down. 2. And when we squeeze up, we want to also squeeze up that belly and pelvic floor. See how my chin is still towards my throat, so there's no strain in the neck here, but you'll start feeling it in the top of the thighs very soon. Breathing out, squeeze, release, and the back of the thighs, and squeeze and release. Keep those knees open, squeeze and release. 4 more like this, 4 and again, and 3 and again, 2 more, 2, 1 more, squeeze. This time you're holding it up there, hold it there, pump it up, 1, 2, 3, I know you can feel it now, 6, keep the knees open, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly release it down, sit on your bum, straight legs, hamstrings, keep your knees stretching, breathe in, open out, pull back, breathe out, it's like you're swimming towards your feet, breathe in, breathe out, keep your knees connected, breathe out. So we're not straining into the back, we're just lengthening the hamstrings that go into the back of the knee. Breathe out. Squeeze the belly in as you come forward. Breathe out. And stretch your legs. Curl your toes back, push the heels away from you. Give me 2 more here. And 1, and 2, and release. Now come lie down on the floor with your feet open wide. Again, your knees open wide. Squeeze and lift your tailbone and your body up off the floor. Squeeze it up. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze again. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, double time, hold it up there, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, another set, here we go, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up there, now stay there. Close your knees as you rock your inner feet on the floor and open the knees. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Hold it open, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax it down. Slowly assist yourself up, and we're swimming through the hamstrings again. Legs straight. Make sure these knees are connected, so you've got this connected muscle back here that you're not letting go of. That will help to lengthen it and strengthen it. Inhale, open, exhale. Curl your toes back, push your heels away from you. And now just to have a little rest, have a little hamstring stretch. Stretch up. Breathe out, fold forward. So I'm hoping that exercise will also help to improve your hamstring strength. While you're here, you can rock your bum from side to side. And release, coming up slow. Let's take your band off. So for the next one, we're dissing the band for a moment, and you're coming to bring your head about 2 hand widths below your mat. Legs starting straight and hip width apart. And then we bring our elbows forwards and peel up. Now you've done this with me before. Lengthen your legs so your bum is squeezing. Give me small movement forwards. 1 and 2. Belly pulling in, especially that area where you know that hernia needs attention. Squeeze in to come forwards. Relax your head and neck. Breathe out. Breathe out. Pull up your pelvic floor, your hips, your thighs, your legs are connected. And squeeze. Squeeze the bottom. Breathe out. Now hold it up there. Elbows forward. Small. 1, 2. Pumping. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Rolling over your back to relax. And then legs out straight again with your arms above your head. Inhale. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Hold it there. Now this is a Pilates move. It's called the 100 and you're just going to pat your hands like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Without moving the body. 7, 8, 9. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch your legs, squeeze your bum. 8, 9. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release it down. Relax yourself, bring your knees into your chest, roll over your back. Arms above your head, inhale, legs out straight. Now bring your legs absolutely together and press them together. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Squeeze belly, bottom, pelvic floor, lift your legs, hold 5, 4, pull it in and lengthen. 1, release, inhale. Exhale, lift head and shoulders, squeeze belly, bottom, pelvic floor, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release and relax. Exhale, squeeze belly, bottom, pelvic floor, lift legs, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, inhale. One more, exhale, squeeze, lift, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Roll over your back. Now there could be a danger of that one, letting the belly bulge, so you must be really careful with that. Picking up your head again, we're nearly there. So check you're in the right place. This time, 1 foot bent, knee on the floor, and the other leg out straight, not touching the floor. As you breathe out, bring that leg up to the sky. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale. Inhale. 3. Again. 4. And 5. And 6. And making sure you're pulling those belly muscles in all the time. And 8. 2 more. Neck relaxed. 1 more. Take the leg down. Now listen. Bend the knee into the nose. 1. And out straight. And 2. Out straight. And 3. And 4. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Now take your leg up straight, pulse your upper body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now bend the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Release, relax. Arms out to the side and rock from knees to the opposite side of the head. And we've got to do the other side there. Good. So let's start. Get your head in the right place to be picked up. And now the other knee bent foot on the floor and the other leg out straight near the floor. It's coming up straight to the sky. Here we go. And squeeze and release. And breathe out and breathe in. And breathe out and breathe in. And 4. And again. 5. 6. 7. You feel this more into your obliques here now. And 9. One more here. And 10. Now bring it down, bend the knee into nose. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And breathe out. Nearly there. 9. That's 10. Legs straight up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Knee bends and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Release. Relax. Let's go over the back again. Any way you like to loosen off the tension.
I think the dog wants to join.
Okay, so we've worked quite hard on the core now. We've done a little bit of thigh work at the back here. You could also, that exercise that I've given you here and here, and then swimming through, you could do a few rounds of that, yeah, if you want to. So let's make sure we're stretching out the back of this knee now. Give me a stretch there. Now as you stretch the leg here, you should feel even the back connecting, and make sure your toes are in a straight line. Breathe in, stretch up to the sky, and breathe out, come through. And we're rocking from side to side so it doesn't feel so uncomfortable. And what we could do here is take a little leaf from the yoga book and do some Kapalbhati breath. So if you want to just settle down there into a comfortable place, make sure your knees are connected, and when you're ready, Kapalbhati. Pulling the belly in to breathe out, remember. And that may help you grow through a little bit more. Exhale. And it's also very good for your digestive system and your lower back as well. Let's take our feet here together and pull them in. Breathe in, lengthen up through spine, bend your elbows and fold through. Let's do a little bit of Kapalbhati here. Exhale, slowly coming up, inhale. You can feel how that pulls into the back of your knee. So it can't be bad to do that. And we'll do it here as well. Legs out wide, Make sure your knees and thighs are stretched and connected, and then come from one side to the other. Exhale, exhale. Keep the knees stretching there, and then hold it wide. Make sure the knees are stretching as far as you can go. A little bit of Kapalabhati here. Exhale. Come up slowly. Good. Now come down onto one elbow. And then take the foot to the bum. And slowly bring your knee back. Make sure you don't lift the knee too high. That the knee, or low, that the knee is in alignment with the hip here. So it's not high, it's not low, it's in a straight line. Now as you bring your foot to your bottom, that might put a bit of pressure on the knee, so listen. Pull your thigh bone away from your hip bone more. Good. Now pull your shin bone as much as you can away from your kneecap more. And then pull it into the stretch deeper more. So pull your knee back more, your thigh back more. Good. And there should be slow breathing there. And release. So if you have trouble stretching back of the knee while you're standing, try doing it on the side on the floor. Let's come over to the other side on your elbow. Foot as into the bottom as far as you can. And then slowly moving, bring your knee back. Making sure the knee is aligned with the hip and not in a wonky place. Then think about lengthening your thigh bone away from your hips so more muscles connect. And then think about lengthening your shin bone away from your knee. You'll feel more muscles connect. And then bring your knee back any more you can. I am hoping it will take pressure off your knee doing it that specific way. Breathe. And release. Well done. And then come sit up and give yourself a little loosen off there. Come around onto your belly. So we've done a lot of belly work. We don't want to overstretch the belly when we've done all that ab work. So just doing a sphinx is okay here on your elbows. And have a little massage. And a gentle lengthening, because we want to shorten the muscles in the belly so that they tighten, not lengthen them too much. So we're just going to hold that there. Of course, when we're in yoga, we're pulling the belly in anyway, so it doesn't allow overstretching. And release up onto all fours and into a round cat stretch. Completely tuck the tailbone under. And yes, it's very important, even those exercises we've just done, to have a stretch afterwards, because it's the not stretching that causes people injury. Then walk your hands so you're holding the back of the thigh, and then open out the elbows so you stretch your chest towards your hips again, into the lower back a bit more. And release. Come sit down on the floor. And finally, we'll have a little stretch and a twist here. So opposite hand to the outer leg. The other hand is behind your back. And you use your arms to twist, you breathe. Release through on the other side. And release over to one side. And over to the other side. And release. Give yourselves a kick out again. Rub your hands above your head just to wake you up a bit. Give yourself a clap.